Warren Buffett says that if a man toward the autumn of his life, and this is a poor quote of it, but it's pretty close, has still maintained the respect and love of the people who matter most, he is a successful man. You live and work in an industry where the falling apart of the home is the headlines of the week, and people swip and swap in relationships all the time. It is a very difficult thing to be who you are and still be a father and still be a husband, and yet somehow you have been graced that the people who matter most still respect you. Tell us how.
I have a great wife. That's the answer.
Listen, bro.
I have a great, listen, my wife is from right here, North Carolina. She was a child prodigy. She was the Van Cliburn competitor, one of the world's best young pianists at 9 years old. She was the first black woman that was supposed to be Miss North Carolina at a time when they couldn't let a black person be. She had gotten whatever, Miss Runner-Up or First Runner-Up. They couldn't even let her be First Runner-Up because if Miss North Carolina fell out, she couldn't go to all the places in this state.
Wow.
Yeah. So her father was an educator. They had one of the top, this was back in segregation, before integration, they had one of the top schools in North Carolina, the top debating team. One of the best schools in North Carolina was an all-black school from Newton, North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's such a great answer. It's one that I can really relate to. Having a great wife has a lot to do with whether you make it through the storm. And it's always nice when she's cute, but it's not nice when she's cute and not great.
Got a witness somewhere in there.
So a word up to the fellas, a lot of times you have more emphasis on cute than great, but what makes the relationship sustainable is great rather than cute. And I think that one of the problems that we have with longevity is that it is expensive to be a great woman. In a world where women spend billions of dollars looking cute, it is more expensive to be a great woman because a great woman absorbs a lot of shock, a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain. A great woman bites her tongue at times that other women speak their mind. It is expensive to be a great woman, to know when to speak and when to shut up and go the other way. A lot of women who started clapping when he said that you have to really do inventory. Is he talking about you? Because I really do think a lot of the credit goes to holding things together. It's unfair, it's probably not right, but it still is true to having a great woman. We come up sometimes and get the bow, but really, the woman is the glue, at least in my house. Sarita is the glue. She is the glue and the staples and the safety pins and the stitches and everything else. I kid you not. I kid you not.
My wife is consistent.
Yes, consistent.
Consistent. She made breakfast every morning for the children. They had a little Bible study every morning. Yep. She drove them to school every morning. So when I was out and running, making the movies, you know, killing the lion and bringing the meat home, say, here, cook that. Yeah, cook that, you know. But she was doing the...
It might be our generation, but I could say that I could take your statement and put it right on Sarita, having prayer with the kids every morning, making sure everybody got something to eat, and still doing her day, and still doing her thing, and still building her business, and still went back and got her degree, and still supportive of me, and still got her hair done. You have to be a bad woman to be a great woman, multi-talented. In fact, a great woman is a corporation in one person. She is a corporation all by herself. If you are a great woman, you are a corporation. Whether you start a business or not, you are a complete corporation. Give yourselves a hand if you think you're a great woman.
And let me say this to the guys. For the guys out there, you got to have vision to see potential. Instead of, well, it ain't working right now, let me go over here.
Right.
Let me go over here, let me go over here. You know, my wife's pedigree. Come on. Her pedigree, you know, she raised me up out the ghetto a little bit. You know, I had one foot in the street. You know? So it's a balance. It's a balance.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. I'm with you.
No, I was throwing rocks at the penitentiary now.
Yeah.
No question.
The thing about it is, at different stages of life, you raise each other.
Right.
At different stages of life, you parent your partner, depending on what is going on at that particular moment. And people have given up on parenting their partner because it has become popular to replace rather than to develop. But look, let's get to...
My question is...
I can't see, where?
Right here, right in front of you. This question is for you and Bishop. As a black father raising women of the future, what do you tell them to guide them, but not too hard on them because of the experience you went through?
You go first.
I'm speechless. When it comes to my daughters, I'm different. I was speechless there, right? I started.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. I don't raise my daughters any differently than I raise my sons. I try not to stereotype them because in so doing you incarcerate them. I did not raise them to be wives or mothers. I raised them to be great. And if along the course of being great, they become wives or mothers, that's God's business and theirs. I raised them in case there were no men, that they would have the strong fortitude inside of themselves to stand on their own, even if tears are running down their face, and understand that the greatness that is inside of her is not predicated on who stands beside her. That's the way I raise my daughter. I raise my daughters to think. Not just to twist, not just to be cute, not just to be fine, not to be gorgeous. Back then they were singing that song, Shake Your Money Maker. And whenever they sung it, I shook my head.
Let me sit down. Wow. Well, yes.